Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've given you any kind of update. I think it's probably been a year or two since I've posted a video other than maybe a little clip. One of those updates is I no longer live in Texas. I live in Alaska. As you can see, it's a little cold. And just going to give you a quick little synopsis of some of my future plans. Synopsis is not the right word. I'm going to be doing a lot of camping. I've already done quite a bit. I've got a couple gallons of berries. I've got halibut and salmon in the freezer that I caught. I grew, I don't know, 40-50 pounds worth of produce this last summer, just kind of willy-nilly. I've got chickens, you may have noticed. And this is my backyard. Hoping to do a whole lot more gardening, self-sufficiency. I'm working on a whole lot of plans right now for how to make the most of the short but really intense growing season we have up here. At the height of summer, we have something like 16 to 18 hours of sunlight. The plants love it. But the snow shows up in November, starts freezing in September, and the snow doesn't really go away until May. Even it starts to warm up a little bit in April, but you're really not looking at real good growing conditions till June, and then they end around September. Other than that, I'm looking into starting to hunt. I am licensed. That's my dog. Flint, stop, come here, babe. I have my hunting license. Next year I'm hoping to do some pretty basic hunting, nothing crazy. Hunt some grouse, maybe learn how to hunt waterfowl. I'm not quite ready, but maybe if I find a team of people to hunt with, I could go for a caribou or a moose. I am an Alaska resident now. I am also native, so I get to use the medical facilities here, though I can't do what most Alaskan natives can do because I'm Cherokee, not Alaskan native. So I've got a lot of big plans. I've done a lot of construction in this house. I've replaced subfloors, electrical outlets, drywall, which I never want to do again, and I've got plenty more I do have to do, so I'm going to be doing it again. Never knew there was 5 layers of drywall, so that was fun. Didn't really record anything the last year and a half, just because I was so overwhelmed that I had so much going on, and I just didn't want to take the time to work on being coherent in videos and doing video editing, and that's what I find tedious. I like recording the videos, I just don't like taking the time to edit them and make them nice. The current temperature right now is about 25 degrees. He's got a jacket, but he's gonna have to go inside. He's getting cold. And real quick before I go, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my greenhouse. Got the chickens. So this is my greenhouse. My dad built this. So the reason I moved up to Alaska was because my dad passed away, unfortunately, and I inherited his property. So I decided to sell my property in Texas and come up here. I had planned on moving back up here to spend time with my family and my dad, and unfortunately it didn't happen because he passed away unexpectedly. Not COVID related, he just wasn't eating well and his heart got him at 60. So we're gonna go in here. The greenhouse isn't that much warmer. It's maybe 5 or 10 degrees warmer than it is outside. But I do have a couple things that are still going pretty good. I had all this kale in the ground before, but it's grown really slow, but hey, at least I still got something producing when it's 20 degrees. And inside of all this kale, I have garlic interplanted, so I'm hoping to do good with that. I have an automatic window that I installed, so it opens when it gets hot, but since it's not hot, I went ahead and put a second layer over it. Everything in here is dual walled, so all the glass is 2 layers, the walls are 2 layers. The ceiling right now is only a single layer. I'm planning to do plastic across the bottom of the studs, joists, whatever you would call them, and see if that double layer will provide an R value for some insulation. This is also doubles as my chicken coop right now until I build them another one. It's not perfect, but it works. Here's some eggs that I got. I'll take these guys inside. Ooh, they're still warm. This is from today. There'll probably be 2 or 3 more today. Pop those guys in my pocket. Close that up. Everything's very makeshift right now. So just kind of figure out what I'm doing, what I want to do. I do have this on right now with just the pilot light because it is pushing out just a teeny bit of warmth. But this place is not holding heat well. So I'll probably turn off the pilot light on this for the season until March. And maybe in March I'll turn the heater back on so I can start my seedlings. I'm going to start seedlings inside, but as soon as they start to get bigger, I'm going to bring them inside. Other things I'm planning to do this winter: sprouts. Going to be growing herbs. Going to try to grow some flowers. I've got 2 racks. I just ordered some grow lights. They're coming in. So got a lot of self-sufficiency, growing stuff going on. Some of the plans, again, include hunting and stuff. I may be buying some land up here in the next few months. And if that's the case, I'll be working to develop it, put a teeny makeshift cabin on it, maybe eventually do a nicer cabin. I've been doing mechanical stuff. I replaced my fuel filter in my Tahoe. And if I buy an ATV soon, and it's used, which I'm planning to, I'm going to be working on my mechanical skills. I'll show you guys the garage real quick while I have you. Finish giving you guys a little tour, some actual content. There's my front yard. I have to build a little gate so the chickens can't get up there and eat everything. Here's my little fire pit. Yeah. Ooh. That's just so it doesn't blow open. All right, so I do have a pretty large garage area. A lot of potential here. I just started building these shelves. I'm still working on them. Trying to just get everything off the floor. Should be finishing the shelf in the next day or so. Nothing special. The plans didn't call for these back blocks, but I decided to put them in so that if the screws fail, there'll be some, I don't know, vertical support. I hear something hissing. My compressor has been plugged in for several days. That's not ideal. Yeah, it's sitting here holding 120 PSI. That was a little careless. Let's go ahead and unplug this bad boy. These windows were covered up by boards when I got here. I removed them. My dad did auto body for a living. There's my dad right there with a moose that I think he said he killed it with a bow and arrow. It's hard to tell from the picture, but I don't know. He might have told a tall tale there. That's an engine hoist right there. Got lots of tools. I got to do some organization. Lots of stuff. This is a vise. It was completely caked in paint. Like you couldn't see any of the edges. It was like one solid layer of paint because he did auto body and he wasn't using it much. So I've taken it apart. I've cleaned it. I've scrubbed it. I soaked it and scraped all the paint off of it. I'm not sure what else I could do to finish restoring it. That may be a dedicated video in the future. So yeah, that's the idea. I'm hoping to make a gear wall for all my camping stuff. And I just recently bought this. This was probably the best purchase I ever made as a do-it-yourselfer, was a miter saw. This thing has saved me so much time and energy, I can't even. All right, so there was the update. If you guys have any questions, ask and I'll answer. If there's anything specific you're interested in seeing or knowing about Alaska, let me know. I mean, I don't mind. If I start doing this on a more regular basis, I'll get a GoPro or something similar that, you know, I can hook up to my stuff and go on hikes and tell you guys about stuff. I've done foraging. I can identify high bush, low bush cranberries, blueberries. I know how to identify baneberry, which is a poisonous berry. This is the one you got to watch out for here. 3 of them can kill a kid. So don't be eating no baneberries. Hard red berry with a little black tip on it, like a little crusty bit like you'd see on the base of an apple. Don't eat those. All right, look forward to seeing all your comments and talking with you guys. And again, let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see. Obviously, I'm ADHD, so I'm all over the place. Very bouncy, but I've got thousands of ideas, and I've been doing most of them without recording or talking to anybody. And to be fair, it's kind of getting lonely. And, you know, a lot of my friends are into a lot of the same stuff I am, so I'm telling them about fishing and hunting and building stuff and gardening and replacing floors and installing walls. And I'm just like, that's cool, and I want to talk about it in more detail to somebody. So I'll just start making videos for you guys. Well, anyways, this is Christina signing out. Centria. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.